In this video, I'm going to give you my personal review of the Samsung T7 2TB SSD. I bought it to replace my existing Western Digital 1TB hard disk. It was becoming really slow and clunky, and I needed something much faster that can cope with video editing. I'm using a MacBook Air M1, which only has 256 gigs of storage. So when editing videos like these, the rendering just takes up all the capacity, and I needed an external hard drive to store my videos and to render them. And even though the Samsung T7 has been out since May 2020, so it's a good 4.5 years, I wanted to give my review if it still lives up today to be a great external drive. And I'll also mention a few things that I disliked at the end of the video. So let's start with the design. The Samsung T7 feels very premium. It comes in a sturdy aluminium casing. It feels expensive, it's very durable, it's sleek and compact and very lightweight. It only weighs 58 grams and it's perfect for like carrying around in a pocket or a bag. It's so much lighter than my Western Digital hard drive. Here you can see the difference in size. The T7 is very similar to the size of a credit card, so it still amazes me that this is 4.5 years old. So apparently the T7 has a shock resistant design which can withstand drops of up to 2 meters. So it adds a little layer of protection if you drop it. There's also this LED light which changes color based on the state, whether it's connected, ejecting it, or it's off. And one thing I really like about the T7, the fact that it's silent. SSDs are known to be completely silent because there aren't any moving parts. Unlike HDDs like my Western Digital, it's always making a humming sound and it's just really annoying whenever it's on. Even if I've got it plugged in and the laptop's closed, it just keeps running and it's a bit of a nuisance. Whereas this SSD is just completely silent, regardless of whether you're using your laptop or not. And according to the website, you get 3 years warranty with this external drive. There's a few different options of the Samsung T7. First, the capacity. You've got 500 gigabytes, 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte, which is the one I've got. And then it also comes in 3 different colors. The Titan Grey, which is the one I've got, Indigo Blue, and Metallic Red. When it comes to the unboxing, you get the SSD itself, a USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB-C to USB-A cable, and a quick start guide. I'm glad that Samsung included both cables in the box. It just ensures it's compatible with many different devices. I'm actually really pleased that there's a USB-C cable because now it means that unlike my Western Digital, I don't need to use a dongle anymore, which is one less thing to carry around. When it comes to the technical specs, the read speeds are 1050 megabytes per second and the write speeds are 1000 megabytes per second, all thanks to its USB 3.2 Gen 2 interface. So even if you compare the T7 to the older model of the T5, the T7 is meant to be twice as fast. One thing I'm absolutely loving are the speeds. It transfers large files in a matter of seconds. I had to wait quite some time with my old hard drive, but with this one it seems to just fly and I'm absolutely loving it. It's just saving me a lot more time, especially if you're using it on a daily basis. So I ran a few speed tests to see if it lives up to its claims. So these are the speed test results for my old WD hard drive compared to these speed tests, which are for the new Samsung T7, and it does actually hold up to its claims. When you receive the external drive, there is a Samsung software on there, which I don't personally use, but there's some features that could be very handy for other people. Firstly, the drive and the software works with both Windows and Mac, and the software actually allows for password protection and encryption. So if security is a big deal for you, then it's best to use the free software that's provided. There's a whole heap of devices that you can use your Samsung T7 with. For example, PCs, Macs, Android smartphones, even games consoles. I'm not much of a gamer, so I can't give you my opinion on that. I actually really like the fact that it worked as soon as I took it out of the box. I just plugged it in and it was ready to go. The things I use it for is backing up all my files, video rendering for these YouTube videos, and it works flawlessly. I've absolutely loved it. Like in comparison to my old hard drive, like it's a million miles apart and I'm absolutely loving using it. Now let's get on to the couple of things that I dislike about the Samsung T7. The first thing is it's pretty expensive. I'm in Australia and it's between $450 to $480. But luckily I bought mine off Amazon when there was a heavy discount and I managed to get mine for $230. But during Prime Day sales I saw it go down to $220. So there's definitely a bargain out there. The other thing I've noticed is that it does heat up quite a bit. Apparently it does have an advanced thermal solution, but when the hard drive's being pushed, upon touching it, it does get pretty warm. From other YouTube videos I've seen, apparently it does affect the performance, but ever so slightly. But in my personal use, I don't think it makes much of a difference and it's completely fine. And I'm not really sure why they do this, but I guess there is a benefit to having the cable a certain length, but I kind of wish the cable was shorter because I usually only connect it up to my laptop and I don't really need double the size that it provides. But I guess it's better to have it longer than shorter, so I'm just nitpicking really. So in conclusion, I think it's a great hard drive, solid state drive. So in conclusion, I think it's a great external drive. It's reliable, it's fast, and it's quiet. My Western Digital hard drive always sounded like it was going to die on me. I mean, it's still going, but it was so slow and clunky. And the Samsung T7 is such a refreshing change to use something so much faster. And even in terms of the sleek design, it's so portable because it's so ridiculously thin. I'm still really surprised that they can get 2 terabytes in such small dimensions. So if you're looking for an external drive with high performance and compact design, and this is definitely a good one to get. But definitely get it in the sale. Don't pay full price. I hope this review was helpful for you. I'd love to know your opinion on the Samsung T7. Please leave them in the comments and I'll see you again on the next video.